they gon' do with me now? I'm still the talk of the town. Don't need assistance, I'm hooking them down. We turn the smiles into frowns. Can't hop out, then we clearing the crowd.
What's up, y'all? It's Coey. We on a new episode of Talk of the Town, and today we got a very special guest. We got an OG himself, Jim Jones. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling, baby girl?
And we got Dyce Paysos. How you feeling?
BX.
BX. Okay, you had to make that clear. Like, I'm not from Harlem, I'm from BX. Okay, so how did y'all end up meeting?
Dice, I met Dice years ago. He was paid for like 3 different features.
So, what is y'all New Year's resolution? Like,
Continue getting money.
That's a fact. That's what we've been talking about.
yeah.
Year of the M's.
Word up. You got some shit to do this year.
Okay. And then I'm gonna ask y'all some questions. Just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. What's your favorite word to use?
You heard?
You heard me.
Heard.
If you had to be in any cartoon show, what would it be?
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry?
I'm going to say Pokemon.
Fuck Tom up. Why you keep chasing my man Jerry like that?
I'm going to say.
You said Pokemon?
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely different, different vibes. Okay, one word to describe yourself.
Extraordinary.
Amazing. I'm going to say that. Amazing.
Okay, last thing you spent money on.
The toes, man. The toes is the new toes.
What the fuck did I spend money on? I spend money all day, every day. I spend money on a full tank of gas. That shit like $100.
Yeah. In New York, they taxing us out here. What's your sign?
Cancer.
Cancer?
Taurus.
Taurus. Okay. Okay. And what's the best thing about New York City?
The people.
I mean, I'm gonna say the projects.
Out of all things, bro, you gonna say the projects?
The projects are cheap. They got
Why is
good
the projects
heat.
the best?
It's cheap. Got good heat, and the whole family there. You know what I mean?
Definitely got good
Ain't nothing
heat.
like the projects.
If you know, you know. Shout out to the projects.
Or
All right, your favorite one-hit wonder?
Milli Vanilli. Girl, you know it's true.
one hit wonder, man. I need help for the guys. Who? One hit wonder.
Anybody?
Vanilla Ice.
Oh, that's too back then.
We got
You trying to put a nigga on front? You trying to put a nigga on Front Street? I'm trying to be nice. He trying to make a nigga feel it. Damn.
I'm sorry.
You can't think of nobody.
I ain't gonna front. This is why I'm hot. We never heard nothing
Mims,
else
right?
after Mims. After
Yes.
this is
Yeah,
why I'm
that's true.
hot.
I
I
don't
say
remember
him.
bro name. What's bro name?
Mims.
Or Corey. Remember Corey? This is the first. Remember Corey? The singer?
Trinidad James too. That's crazy. But,
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your ethnicity?
Caribbean and Puerto Rican.
Okay.
From Aruba.
Oh, okay. You visited Aruba since?
Yeah.
You be going all the time?
I used to go when I was younger every summer. I was there maybe 3 years ago.
Okay. And that's what's nationality.
The Bronx.
You play so much. Anyways,
What?
moving along.
I can't say the Bronx.
Moving along.
Everybody trying to shit on the Bronx, trying to represent the Bronx out here.
Your ethnicity is the Bronx. Is
You
crazy.
see how Bronx people
That's
just
why-
always drag
that's-
with y'all? Like,
Word. Like, they got a problem in there. Like,
Yo, you gotta
it's in
represent
the
the
water.
X, you heard?
Nah, ethnicity as the Bronx is wild. Like, you fill that out on a job application.
Puerto Rican
yo,
and black.
Ethnicity, nigga put BX, like, yo, bro, you definitely
He
not
definitely
getting
not
the
getting
job
a
at all.
At all.
You not getting that job.
at all.
Puerto Rican and black.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, so Jim, I know you do many interviews. So tell us when I guess you fell in love with music.
When I fell in love with music,
Yeah.
shit, in the 80s when me and my mom used to break dance in my grandmother's living room.
And how did you know? Like, did you just enjoy doing it? You didn't see yourself doing nothing else? Like, how did you, like, know?
Oh, no, I didn't. The music part of me figuring out that's what I wanted to do didn't happen until I met Cam and them.
Okay. And how was that, like, first going in the studio, I guess, knowing, like, okay, I'm about to be a rapper? Like, what was
I
you
was
into?
never the rapper at first. I just was Cam's partner, and I was played my position to do whatever it is he needed so he could get to the top of where we need to go so I could get on, too.
Okay. So you came in as partner and then also did rapping, too. But you enjoy doing rapping, though?
Yeah, when I learned how to do it, yeah, it became, I mean, I enjoy making records.
If you had to put in order, like what you like doing more, a business owner, rapper, and let's say entertainer, because you know he's on TV and stuff.
Business owner,
Business owner first, and then
rapping,
rapping and
and
entertainer. Okay. So what inspires you these days?
what inspires me?
Yeah, like these days, like now.
Life.
Okay.
Life is not promised. We've seen so many people that we love that's not here no more. Shit, every day we get to wake up. It's inspiring to me to get some more money.
That's a fact.
And, what do you think helps you with your creativity nowadays?
With my creativity,
Yeah.
living life. My music revolves around the things that I go through or the things that the closest people go through and shit like that. So the more we live, the more I get to write music.
Some of the new kids nowadays feel like, you know, drugs help them, or, you know, liquor help them, or like being outside help them.
I mean, we all got our vices that we use when we get to the studio. Naturally, I smoke weed, so when I'm in the studio, that's one of the things that I go to and shit like that. And sometimes they might got a little liquor, but we don't take it no further than that.
No, definitely. So is the studio session different from when you smoking and when you're not smoking, or it's like the kind of the same?
I'm always
I'm
smoking.
about to say that. Bro,
You always
smoking.
talking, Dice.
I'm about to say that. You always smoking. If you ain't smoking, we ain't doing ain't no studio session.
In those studio sessions.
You know what I mean?
All right, so Dice, how do you, like, what's your creativity? Like, what gets you going?
Strip
Julio,
club.
strip
Strip
club.
clubs?
Yeah.
So the girls.
I mean,
The girls get you
baddies.
going. Okay. All right, bet. All right, so, Jim, in the past 2 years, you had hell of a feature run from Migos, Ice Red Vessel, Peasy. Like, what makes you want to collab with somebody? Like, what do you got to see in them?
Dope music. Shouts to Peasy. I met Peasy through FOD. You heard? Filthy Rich. Shouts to the big van, Filthy Rich. So I know Peasy for a long time. And when I met Peasy, I didn't even know he did music. I just met him on some fly shit. Like, and
Yeah,
then,
that's what people be saying, too.
moving forward, I started hearing him doing music. Like, yo, I need a record from you. And in Atlanta, I seen him one time, and then we just built a hell of a relationship and shit like that. Shouts to Peasy.
Yeah, shout out to the bro, man.
Shout out to Peasy.
Shouts
All
to
right.
Vessel too, man. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, Ice Red
But
Vessel.
I mean, it's all about who got some hot music, and then you know, you always want to be in tune with what's going on, so you can stay in a loop and shit like that. You don't want to be out the loop when you're doing music.
No, that's a fact. Okay, do you feel like you have to collab with, like, the hottest person at the time, or do you feel like it just got to be good music?
Just got to be good music. It's always good to collab with somebody that's hot, but
Yeah.
sometimes you do a record with somebody that's hot, and it don't come out as hot as you think it would with the hot person, like you did.
That's a fact.
There's plenty of records that I've done that I never ever released because it didn't. You know what I mean?
Because you feel like the record wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it would be.
So you have like a lot of records like that, or like
Got a few records that
We got albums in the studio just there.
if you had to name somebody, an artist you collabed with that you wasn't like super like this verse was, if anybody.
What you mean by?
Meaning like I guess you got the verse back, or y'all did the collab and it wasn't what you thought.
Oh no,
it was
I'm not
gonna
gonna put nobody out there like that. I mean, that's not. I ain't into. That's messy. But yeah, sometimes they send some shit back and it don't be right, and you be like, damn.
be. Do you send them back like, yo, you should try this again, or you
I
just?
don't try to insult nobody. I just leave it as it is, and I mean, it fades away. But it'd be dope. It's like, but when you hoping that the record will be what you think, because sometimes there be artists like, yo, I fuck with this nigga music and shit like that. You know what I mean? But
I mean, the younger artists, you could be like kind of just giving them gems, like, yo, bro, you should try this, you could try that. Or you
that's
don't
cool. Coming from that
really
angle.
standpoint. Yeah. That's right. But okay, so you also, we set the trends was with the Migos.
Yes. R.P. Takeoff.
R.I.P.
I miss you, my bro.
That's
Or
a fact.
thank you for the gold record.
Yeah, that went gold, and it's still on its way. So I guess where was you when you heard the news about Takeoff?
I don't know if I was home or not, but I heard the news very, very early. When like almost,
Before the internet type stuff.
yeah. So it was like almost unbelievable and things like that. So, but definitely one of the dopest artists that I've known, selfless dude. I mean, I don't really build rapport or friendships or brotherhoods with too many of these artists out here, but every time I met him, he was very sincere in what he admired about me and shit coming up in the game and shit like that. And he was one of the few people that really was saying how he feel as opposed to acting like too cool for school and shit like that. And that really struck me because he was comfortable in doing that, like a lot of these other artists, they worry about maintaining who, you know what I mean?
Who they
But
are and stuff
he
like
gave it up like, nah, nigga, you one of the people that we studied when we was coming up, bro. Like, I'm always gonna show you love. So shouts to Takeoff, bro. Shouts to Offset. Shouts to Quavo.
Yeah, shout outs to all of them. It was kind of sad seeing kind of like them kind of fall out after that happened, though.
And
Yeah.
that's the last song they all own together.
I think so, right? It
Yeah.
is, right?
That's the last song.
It's the last song they did together.
It's crazy.
So, what are your thoughts on, like, I guess, rap groups or groups in general? Do you feel like they're supposed to last forever? Do you feel like, how do you feel?
I mean, naturally, you set out with a group of individuals, you would want that shit to go to the end of time. You know what I mean? But shit happens. People grow out of people. Who knows what reasons are for people breaking up and shit like that. But we seen a lot going on in the hip hop game. You know what I mean?
Hmm. What advice would you give to someone that is in a group?
Be as transparent as possible. That will save a lot of discrepancies that you might go through in a group. You know what I mean? When people start to do shit behind their back, throwing rocks, hiding their hand, and people start to, it's a lot, man. But be as transparent as possible, and anything that you feel is a problem, put it on the table. Because you don't put it on the table, it start to show resentment and all this. There's a lot that comes with it.
And then the Diplomats was, I mean, y'all was one of them ones. Do you feel like, I guess, in the group, people were trying to tear y'all apart? Or what do you think?
Nah, I don't think it was none of that. I think it was just, it was
just
all of
egos
us.
and stuff?
Yeah, shit happens, man. You get fame and money and fortune. That could fuck up a good thing on any level.
Okay, when did you know to start pulling away, though? Like, what
I
signs?
didn't have no date on that. Shit just happened.
Oh, shit just happened? Shit just happened. Okay. And you seem to, like, always stand on business when it comes to just everything, kind of. So, like, when did you get that, I guess, confidence or... Because, the music industry, people get played and it be all types of stuff. So when did you know, like, yeah, I'm about to keep standing on business because you're not about to play with me?
I mean, I'm from the projects. If you don't stand on business, you won't have a problem. I took that attitude everywhere with me wherever I went. And the music industry was a playground compared to the project. So I wish a nigga would play with me when I got to the game. That was my attitude.
And do you feel like, I guess a lot of stuff you learned in the streets you could apply to the music industry? Or?
100%. I mean, the way we hustle in the street, the same way we hustle in the music industry. If you could run a block, you could run a label. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what's the plans with your label? What you got going on?
I'm about to drop my album on the way to At the Church Steps. Is the 20-year anniversary to my first album. We also have a movie for At the Church Steps, Opt Out the movie. After that, we're going to drop the Diplomat, pardon me. After that, we're going to drop the VL album. After the VL album, we're going to go on the Payso album, and we're going to go on the Keen album. We got a lot of music, man. We got upwards of 15 albums that we're going to put out this year on the label. So we got some work to do starting this month. We're going to start releasing some music.
Okay, so 2025, the label coming strong. How many artists you got right now?
Shouts to Dilla, Ella, Well, I have a distribution label, so I distribute upwards of 300 plus artists, their music, like many of these distribution channels. And then I have a list of artists that I deal with personally, like Payso, King, Dilla, Zusi, Taylor, Juju, Mees out in Dallas, Giorgetto out in Detroit. So we got to spread out a little bit.
Oh, it's spread out all through the...
Yeah,
okay.
we lit.
Okay. So, like, I guess a lot of artists kind of complain about how they deals is bad and people fuck them over, XYZ. What are your thoughts on that?
I got a great deal.
So
I got a
I'm
great
not
deal.
saying you got a bad one. I'm just saying, like...
I'm just saying, all right?
Now, some people feel like you got to do your research. You got to know what's going on.
You know how it goes. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. So you try to negotiate more than you deserve. Always have a good lawyer on your side because in this game, the old school niggas say the game is to be sold, not told. So They ain't trying to help you out. They trying to get over to you. And when you figure out how you, I mean, that's how it is. I never been on that side of the fence because I'm from the block. So once we figure out a hustle, we show everybody else how to figure out that same hustle so we all could get money and shit like that. We ain't hiding or gatekeeping or tucking the sources. You know what I mean? Like that's not the project way.
That's a fact. I feel like all your artists talk like highly of you. The reason I kind of brought that up was because Fivio did an interview, and he kind of explained like what he went through with Mace and all of that. So I was kind of saying like, you don't really have. It seemed like you're on top of that, on top of just making sure your artist is good and
I
not
try
doing
to
no
I try to treat people fair, and this is a crazy game. So you're dealing with people's dreams and aspirations, something that they came up wanting to do for all their life. So when you take advantage, or I mean, it's just a whole thing and shit like that. I just never been a fan of really taking advantage of anybody because I shouldn't have to. I'm a man myself, and I know how to make my own money, make my own business and shit like that. And I was a fucked up way of learning how to do business from this industry, and that's all they taught us and shit like that. But for my artists, I try to be as fair as possible. You know what I mean? And it's hard, but it works out. You dig? Like I treat them the way I wish I was treated, and I try to give them the knowledge that I wish I had when I was coming up.
So how did you learn the knowledge? Was somebody teaching you? You kind of just learned as you go, or
Yeah,
experience?
I learned by making mistakes. I learned by being in the right rooms. I learned by hearing the right conversations. I learned through music. I learned through everything. And it took a lot for me to be where I'm at today and shit like that. But I definitely learned by all my mistakes I made.
Yeah. So Dice, what have you learned so far? Like working with Jim and kind of just being with him, seeing how he works and stuff like that.
I mean, learned a lot. I mean, the game is tricky, but you gotta do most. You gotta be your own boss too. At the same time, you can't wait for nobody. I mean, if you gotta come out your own pocket. So that's what I be doing. I come out my own pocket if I got to. Me and Fresh was just talking about that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's one of the things I learned.
That's
Okay,
one
just
thing I
the
admire
investments.
about Payso, because his workload, like the way he worked, it reminds me of how when I was coming up and how relentless I was when it came to the hustle, or it came to the business. Like I wanted to do everything to make sure everybody got my records, from getting to the clubs to getting to all the DJs to doing everything. And back then, we didn't have the access that they have now from phones, and like we really had to go to all these places. But to see him, and I learned a lot from him. Like when my records come out, he calling me in the daytime like, "Now we need to do this today. We got to hit these blocks. Oh, we got to make everybody post today at 2 o'clock." Like he's relentless at this shit. So I appreciate that about him and shit like that.
Okay, so y'all keep each other on y'all toes pretty much.
100%, all of
Pause,
us.
too. That was crazy.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I know what I'm trying to say.
But nah, yeah, it's just a brotherhood. That's my bro. So it's like you want to see a bro do good. It's like when he drop a record, I drop a record.
And he does that with all the artists too. Like he keeps all
Everybody
the
on
artists
point.
on their P's. He always on the phone with them. He always, you know what I mean? So
So Jim, how do you feel about like promoting on the internet versus like going in the street and actually like reaching the people? How do you feel about the difference?
everything serves its purpose. I mean, I'm like from the dinosaur age. Like we was outside when we didn't have phones, IG, none of that type of shit. So the grassroots marketing and promoting was what we knew how to do. But moving forward with the digital thing, that just enhances the way you can market and brand yourself on top of still being outside, shaking hands with babies and you dig? Like, so we mix both of them together. Like Payso goes out every night just so people could see him and get that. And then every day, everybody's on digital, making sure they can spread their music out as far as possible. So both of them complement each other. If you're not doing both, then you losing on one side.
Definitely. I just feel like, on the internet, trolls and like fans are bolder versus when you in person, they see you on the street. They're not going to have that same energy.
Yeah, they definitely don't have that same energy, but that's what the internet is about, man. People could be who they want to be. They could be as tough as they want to be. They could be as rich as they want to be. They could be as fly as they want to be. But that's not reality, but people live inside of that reality, so there's a lot of money to be made there.
That's a fact. So, balling is still going up. literally. So I guess when you have that one record, how do you know when it's time to up the prices, when it's time to this is the one, it's different now? How do you know?
I mean, you kind of get that feeling. You kind of get that organic feeling. You can see there's a lot of indicators going on and be like, oh, nah, I might got one.
Okay.
I might got one. And then when you really know that you got one, and, with taste and being fair, it's inevitable for your price not to go up. Your shit is going to go up. You know what I mean? So
So nowadays, some people feel like artists kind of raise their price too early. Like,
Everything. Shit, clothes are so expensive. You better raise your price too early.
They trying to get
but
that
like
bag.
some people don't be having that one yet, but they feel like it's that one.
Yeah, some of them are like that, and then some of them just have one, and then they put all the money on that one. Like, bro, what are you gonna do? Come here, perform that one song 9 times? Like, it's just so. You know.
Yeah. Do you feel like that one hit record is valued the same as it was back then?
Yeah, a hit record's a hit record, and it only take one hit record to change your life. That's if it's a hit record. You might have a dope record, you might have a hot record, but a hit record, something totally different. You dig? A hit record's a hit record. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays it's like a TikTok hit versus like a universal hit right now.
I mean, I'm trying to tell you, if you have a hit record,
Okay.
the hit record is a hit record. A hot record is something different. A dope record is something different. A TikTok hot record is something different. A hit record is a hit record across all boards. Everybody know what it is. There are TikTok hot records that niggas go to the club tonight that won't know none of that shit. That's not a hit record. That's a TikTok hot record. A hit record is when everybody on all levels know that record. TikTok, IG, the radio, the TV, the kids, the grown-ups, the clubs, the strip clubs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's
right.
clubs, records that's played digital that don't translate to all of these things that I said, but it can be a big-ass record that's making millions of dollars. It still doesn't make it a hit record.
Right.
That's unanimous across all boards. And that's a hit record. So people kind of play with the word hit record too loosely.
Yeah, they do.
You know what
I
I mean?
agree with you. Because, like, you know, some stuff be like streaming, and then you don't hear it in the clubs. And then be like,
How is that a hit record? That's a hot record.
okay,
You know what
so
I mean?
that's a hot record.
That's
If you streaming,
that's
you
a
hot.
big record. It's still not a hit record. It could be any type of record, but you have a hit record, it's different.
Okay. All right, yeah, because people be having, you know, some hot
They
stuff.
be having big records. People be having hot records. People be having dope records, but people don't be having hit records.
Okay.
Top 40, gonna go down to top 30, then it go down to top 20, then it go down to top 10. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's a hit record.
And
There's a
that's,
difference.
how are you feeling about, like, just music overall right now? You know the difference, right, between hit
Yeah,
record and hot record?
it's fun to me. I like it. I mean, it's fun to, you know, time change. There's a lane for everybody. I mean, they
Is
got.
that like a good thing or a bad
That's
thing?
a good thing because
linked?
everybody get some type of money. Cause everybody don't want to do drill rap.
That's right. What lane would you say you in?
I say, my music is like a different kind of season. You know how your grandma's cooking, you don't know what she cooking. Like you like, grandma, how you cook? My shit just everywhere. My shit's like, I just got that. I'm like Thanksgiving. My joint just, I could do drill, I could do money rap, I could do hardcore, I could
But
do
you know,
all
some
that.
people kind of have a niche. Like
Mine's just like motivation. Like you,
Motivation?
like you don't want to get up and get some money.
Okay.
Like a bag. Mine's about to get some money.
Okay.
You heard? Like that's what my music is about, getting some type of money.
So how do y'all feel about fashion right now?
Oh yeah, look.
How you feel about fashion right now?
Fashion. I just fly. I'm the flyest nigga in the Bronx. You feel me?
You the flyest thing in the Bronx.
In the Bronx. Like I take that. I take that.
Take that.
I'm
You gonna
taking
take
that.
that?
You feel me?
I'm trying to think of.
Put that.
I don't really.
Fashion is always fashion. Fashion is in the eye of the beholder.
And you right about something, Cobb. You don't have to. I could. You don't gotta be $600 jeans or $1,000 jeans. Like you can find something jeans on the low. Nobody know what it is. Like you know what I mean.
As long as it looks fly.
Yeah, as
bro.
long as it's fly, you lit. You feel me? Might have a whole. I'm having $100 jeans on with a $600 coat. I mean, or a $1,200 coat.
Yeah. So I don't think drip is about like how much you spent though.
That's how you put it together.
Yeah, it's definitely how you put it together. But Jim, how do you feel about like drip kind of like repeating and stuff right now? Because you know Pelle's are back, Eric's back.
It's the hip hop culture.
Do you
Everything.
feel like it ever left? Let me not say back. Do you feel
Everything
like it ever
always
left?
repeats itself. It always evolves and then revolves. You know what I mean? Like the things that I started 20 years ago are more prevalent now than damn near when I created the aesthetic. As I'm seeing all of the artists that's moving right now taking
Yo.
pieces out my book, and I'm not mad at it, but it's kind of dope. I see the chain gang coming back even harder. Everybody got bust down chain gangs, and it's just dope. The aesthetic of seeing people do the rock star
Yo,
lifestyle.
Cabo, right
and shit
now,
like
if we
that.
text Fab, Cash Cobain, Bass, Swag,
Yeah, they got the Pelé.
Mano, and we say, yo, look, we all wearing felines for 2 weeks straight. The whole world gonna wear it. That's how it is. The hip hop culture.
Yeah, hip-hop
Yo,
has
felines
heavy
is back.
influence.
Nigga, everybody gonna have it on.
But even with the influence, that wasn't ever my thing. I never liked doing what everybody else did. I always wanted to stand out. Everybody seemed to want to fit in. Like if he got it, then he go get it, and then he go get it. Like yeah, we all. I always wanted some shit that you niggas didn't have or you niggas couldn't get.
Do you like that? Do you like the impact you have, like that people copy you after, or is it annoying? Like, do you
No,
like
it's
to
dope.
keep standing out?
It's dope.
Okay.
It make you feel like you do something right. I did something right. Yeah.
Yeah, when everybody on,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
on
exactly.
deck, right?
Acknowledgement is everybody loves to be acknowledged for something that they've done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I seen you respectfully interview with this
Oh, yeah.
little boy.
Why you
Yeah.
smiling for?
Shouts to Justin.
Because I wanted to get into
Shouts
it.
to Justin.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
2 words. Shit serious. Yeah.
So you said you came up with the idea for Cam's iconic pink look.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say I came up with the idea. I said I this is where he got it from
got
me
it.
wearing pink.
From you, all right. Is there any other like things that you've done you feel like you didn't get credit for? Any looks, trends you started?
Oh, I wasn't saying that because didn't get credit for it. I was just talking about things that I kind of influenced and gave people. You know what I mean? So it's just not like that. Like I've done a lot of things that, but I ain't do it to get acknowledged. I did it because I like what I was doing. Like,
No, that's kind of what I'm asking. Like,
came
what's
in
some
fashion.
trends you started?
Uh,
You can list a few, or one, or two.
I would say True Religions. I put True Religions in the game. BB Simon belts. I acclimated that to hip hop. We made Supreme cool. Before us, it wasn't really. Niggas didn't know it was a skateboard. It was a skateboard line. So many things like Wells with the bandana. Even with Ken with
Definitely
the pink. Like we've done a lot with fashion and shit like that. As far as creating new aesthetics that the kids had followed, like Bible and shit like that. Even down to the jerseys niggas was wearing. And not saying we was the first to wear
No, the
any
jerseys for
jerseys,
sure.
but we was the first to cut jerseys in half and give you half and half jerseys and shit like that nobody was doing. Like so, we always put our own spin on fashion that turned over to the kids going crazy for it.
That's a fact. How much would you say you spent in a day on clothes, ever? Like
I'm
one
cheap.
time? Huh?
I'm cheap.
Oh, for real?
I'd rather steal some stuff.
I'm gonna say no, you're not.
That's what I'm trying to calm down on right now. Man.
I'm cheap. I'm in there asking the salesperson, let me get you a discount. What's up, Jack?
They probably
You
gonna
heard?
give you a little,
I'm
throw a
looking
little
for
extra in
the
the bag.
scammers. I'm looking for the boosters. I need that half. It ain't even half off no more, but it's a
Yeah.
little 40% off. They charge you 60 on a buck. You heard? Like damn. But let me get it because I need the dissy. You heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like spending money on clothes, but damn. But if it's something that I do like, I'll drop a bag on it. I've dropped heavy bags on articles of clothing before because it was something that I wanted.
Yeah. Dice, how much you spending on clothes?
I'm trying to calm down.
You trying to calm down?
I
You
ain't
be
gonna
wild
hold
in the
you.
store?
You know what I mean? That's one of my little habits. You know, like, you see, I probably gotta have it smoking weed. I gotta have it getting dressed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to cut down on that right now. But yeah.
Okay. And
be having
okay.
so
I
much
probably
shit.
spend like-
I'm
I could say that- I
I'm
could
still
say-
wearing shit from 4 years ago that I never got to wear.
I'm gonna say
so I
like
got my closet
$5,000 a
different.
week.
Would you like sell some stuff out your closet, or you can keep it
I be
vintage?
giving all that
frame
shit
it?
away.
You be giving it away?
Yeah,
People would probably pay the high for that.
that's cool, but
I
I was
give it away
blessed in
too.
my life. I give it to the people that I love the most. You heard? Like,
Okay.
everything about making a dollar and shit like that, you did.
Nah, that's a fact. I be seeing girls put like their whole closet on in the.
That's a different thing. I'm not saying that's
Yo,
bad.
nigga might, if we,
You
see,
heard?
if
Nah,
we
I'm
get
not
online
saying
doing that, it's gonna look
that's
crazy.
bad for me. I'm
Yeah.
not saying. I'm
Nah,
just saying
look.
that's something that I choose
Yeah.
to not do. I'd rather give away what I have as opposed to sell it. You know what I mean?
'Cause
And
look,
maybe if
bro.
I was down on my chips, I'd be selling all of that shit for you
But
know what I mean?
online,
Like,
going live, like, listen, I got this jersey right here.
Yeah, you know,
That
like
look
right
crazy.
there. And I'm autographing myself.
yeah, I feel like when you in certain status,
Yeah, we
some
gonna be
stuff you
on
can't do.
350. Do I hit 400? Do I hit 400?
when you in certain status, I feel like it's just some stuff you can't do. Like
Yeah.
people gonna be like, nah, what's going
Yeah, they
on?
critique,
Yo,
they critique
Cabo
you for
going
dumb
over
shit, but it's
Paysos,
nothing
man.
that I won't do. It's just something like you dig it. Like if that was it, I would do. But I got so many, like I feel better giving it away and shit like that.
How do y'all feel about the content creators and kind of streamers nowadays?
Go ahead, Cabo. Go for
Nah,
it.
they carve their own lane now where you got to deal with them. If you want what you selling to get hot, you're gonna need to use these people for marketing and branding at this point in time.
I just feel like before, back then, it was the radio. Now it's that. It's the films first, then it's the radio.
But not even that. TV too. These kids know more people on social media than they know any actors on TV.
Facts.
Nah. Yeah, I was gonna say like a lot of the creators or the streamers right now are kind of giving their opinion on music, and they're not
100%.
even really journalists.
Because they have influence. Influence is the most powerful thing in the world.
Nah, influence is definitely that. So, what are your thoughts about the new generation kind of like saying like people fell off? Like, what is falling off to
I
you?
think they use that word fall off too loosely and things
agree.
like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way that shit just be running. These kids just different out here. Like, there's this crazy how they assess certain shit, especially artists and music. Like, they be over it with an artist and music so fast nowadays that they don't even give their favorite artists another chance to, like,
Exactly.
they were artists that we would follow to the end of time. Like, oh, I can't wait for the next album and study it. Like, it's this.
They do use that word fall off crazy because the artist could be going through something. Like you can't even, when you're an artist, you can't even be a human.
They don't give you no
you
space
go
to
through.
do
We
that.
got problems too, man. Like she broke my
they
heart.
make it-
I don't
they
feel like
make it
coming
make you
outside
feel,
today.
feel like tell you
You feel
fell
me?
off like that's crazy, and you still making all the money in the world. Like, what do you mean fall off? So they like, how I fall off if I'm getting to the chicken? Like,
Like we got feelings too. Yo, she broke my heart. Yo, she broke your heart.
Yeah,
You're a
that was
rapper.
crazy.
I mean, what I'm saying.
And then as a rapper, yeah, I can fuck with you mentally if you're not mentally a strong person. Like if you depend on the cheers from the game and shit like that, that should crush you. I've been through that. You did when you at a high point and then you start to decline and shit like that. If you ain't built strong, that should tear your soul up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I feel like right now the internet is super, super sensitive. What do y'all think?
As far as what, like,
As far as like any little thing you do, they kind of like make this big
yeah, like
thing.
it's like nothing.
Yo,
Comedians can't even be
I got it.
comedians anymore because
That's
they
fact.
can't even make jokes about certain shit that
Listen.
the comedians used to make jokes about back in the day. Like it's just a joke. Like it's just a fucked up. You're definitely right. Everybody's so sensitive nowadays.
Oh, dude, you can't. You can't.
But how you be sensitive and
Still
wrong at the
biased,
same
kinda,
time? Like you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like you do all this wild shit on the internet, but when it don't make sense.
Yeah, so it's like they sensitive and they also kind of biased to their own like little, you know?
And you can't get caught slipping doing nothing.
Right,
Can't
that's
get,
right.
you can't get caught slipping being regular.
Yeah, you can't go some do
I
nothing.
went with my cousin to a food stamp appointment and got caught up in some shit online.
But it was like Dice getting food stamps.
That's a fact. Right, HB?
So right now it's a little drama with Lil Tjay and Fivio because they walked out of a stream because they couldn't smoke. Do you feel like as, you know, an artist, they was so basically in the stream they're supposed to
They
make
did the
music.
right thing. They did the right thing.
Okay.
Anybody, like any streamer or anybody that has to deal with a hip hop artist, you already know what's going on when they pull up. You know they gonna want smoke. Period. That's what they do. There's no disrespect to nobody. Niggas is smoking. That's part of the package. You heard niggas smoke in Madison Square Garden. Niggas smoke in Barclays Center. Niggas smoke niggas make accommodations for us. And not saying we special, but this is part of the package. We are stars and things like that. So for you to be a streamer and have you got to figure that out.
Wanna
You
relax.
heard? And they did the proper thing because I don't think they equipped for what they would have did to him if them niggas felt some type of way if they wanted to crash and shit like that. Like you were streaming, like you dealing with niggas that really be outside and really got people with them that will crash on you and shit like that. So they handle themselves way better than I thought they would.
Clickbait.
You did?
No, clickbait.
So I tip my hat to TJ and Fivio for walking out of them circumstances and didn't put themselves in no position to get in trouble for anything stupid they might have done for feeling disrespected by him even turning around and telling them they can't smoke.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at the kid and shit like that. I understand his circumstances. Whatever man, you got to get a new B&B. You got to get a B&B, a smoking B&B, so that you can get this shit done and get your motherfucking stream off properly. Because people want to see those artists. Now, I think he lost out more than they lost out. Because they're going to be able to go on other streaming platforms that are just as big as him and even bigger and shit like that. You dig? So now he missed out on the opportunity to really get with two artists that people want to hear what they got to say.
Yeah. I mean, Lil Tjay and Fivio together got mad bangers, so I definitely see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So it's like at that point, you got to make a real decision as a journalist of how to keep your shit going and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I think it was just a big deal because the fans made it a big deal. I really don't feel like it was a big
Cool.
deal.
So
at the
now it's
time.
like, so now guess what happens? When he's calling other people or other reps right now, niggas like, nah, I'm not going. He not even letting niggas smoke on his shit. You heard? Because it's already out there. So now it makes it easy for artists to be like, nah, bro, I'm not going there. He ain't letting niggas smoke on that shit. I ain't even want to be bothered with that type of shit.
Dice, you feel the same way?
I don't smoke.
But you work with artists, and almost every artist smokes at some point.
I feel what Kyle was saying though. I mean, you already know what's going on. But I just feel like he did that for clickbait though, like clickbait.
I mean, who's clickbait? Because TJ and probably left. It
I
wasn't
mean,
like
the way he edited it, like, yo, stop smoking.
a
yo,
stream you can't
stop
edit.
smoking.
Streams
Huh?
all live.
I mean,
You can't, what happens, happens. You
Yeah, what
can't
happens,
really
happens.
I don't know, man.
Word.
Like,
But yeah, that's
I don't think it was a big deal though, but I don't know.
yeah, that's that.
And it ain't like they was doing nothing wrong. Nigga, smoking is totally legal. Like any way you can smoke a cigarette, you can smoke weed. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not even a thing, nigga.
Nah, that's a fact. All right, so Jim, you got the Harlem record going right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to play a little game.
Okay.
I'm
Shout out to
gonna-
Susie.
Huh?
Shouts to Susie. Shouts to
Shout out to
CoeyProductions.
Susie. What made you? Is Susie one of your artists or no?
No.
Okay, so how did y'all connect? What made you get her on the record?
The producers that I told, I said, I got something for y'all to do. I want to do this record. I'm gonna need a girl to sing it. So I just gave them the premise, and they came back with the song, and I just filled it in.
And how did it, I guess, come together? Walk us through the studio session, like.
Like what?
So she sent it back, or you sent it to her, or?
The producer sent it back. I told them what to do. They sent it back.
Okay.
We came to the studio. I did it there. They had Susie pull up.
Okay.
She came and did some more takes and shit like that to kind of finish it off. There's a few things I wanted her to redo. We got it done.
So you basically executive producer. You kind of told her like what
Mm-hmm.
you wanted. Was that your first time? Was that y'all first time meeting, or you been knew her?
No, that was the first time meeting
Oh,
her.
really?
And
So the
first time-
chemistry just hit.
Just hit, yeah. It's the first time getting acclimated to actually her as an artist, and then they was explaining to me what she do. And then even, I think Fresh was telling me that she's an engineer. I didn't even know she was like, yo, did she engineer the session? I'm like, I didn't even know she was an engineer. That's crazy and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
females doing everything right now.
man,
The females doing it all right now.
yeah,
All right,
females
so-
is winning right now.
Right. So we're gonna play a little game.
Okay.
You're from Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of finish the sentence. Kind of just let me know what you think.
All right.
The best place to eat in Harlem.
Luis El Toro,
Okay. Everybody from Harlem owns a.
pair of Air Force Ones.
Okay, I think that's a New York thing. No?
No, they call Uptowns for a reason.
It's the shade. Like, okay. All right. Don't come to Harlem if.
You on some bullshit.
Don't buy blank from blank in Harlem.
Don't buy sneakers from Harlem on 125th in Harlem. Because them niggas sold me some boo-boo Tims the other day. I was highly offended. I had to send my little brother back in there before I went in there and crashed out on them for playing with me in Harlem like that. I put them shits on for the video, bro.
For the
I
Harlem
had
video?
to wear a pair of boo-boos for 5 minutes in the Harlem video, bro. They just wasn't fitting right. I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga, and then Black will ask me, yo, where you brought those from? So he said, oh, bro, you know better. Like, you know better. They know better to be playing with me, selling me boo-boos in the middle. I said, yo, bro, go in there. And I brought some Asics from them too. I said, take me, bro.
Take everything back.
Just go in there and tell them, don't, you heard? Like, why would they, like, come on, bro. So now that's what they get, bro. Selling me boo-boos in Harlem is wild disrespectful, bro. Feel a way about that shit right now, bro. Shit was mad light skin. I ain't like it, bro.
All right, next one. I could tell you from Harlem if.
You got a fresh outfit with no money in your pocket.
That's
That's the
hella-
Harlem way. You heard? 10,000 on the fit, $100 in the pocket. I'm gonna get there and get home, nigga.
Okay. Where not to buy food from in Harlem? If there's any place, or everything is good eats.
Yeah, everything is good eats in Harlem. You know, Harlem is not a bad place, man. That's the way it goes down. Everywhere I eat at is good over there. You dig? So, you know.
Okay.
I was at Melba's. I was at Melba's the other day. She showed a lot of love. Me and Justin went up there, had some food. So you know, Harlem got a lot of eateries, eatery places and shit like that. So you know what I mean, you could take your pick, man. They got places that been there for years. They got new places popping up all over the place because of gentrification right now. They got black spots. They got spots that white people be in. Like it's different in Harlem right now.
Okay, and then the last one. If you're from Harlem, your go-to deli order is?
Let me get a choppy boppy. You heard me?
A choppy boppy? What's on that? That's
Chopped cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, a little bit of hot sauce.
a little bit of hot sauce.
Simple, a little bit.
Okay. Dice, you had a choppy boppy?
I mean, chopped cheese ain't my thing.
Huh?
Chopped cheese ain't really my thing, you heard?
Bro.
What?
If you with Jim, I'm pretty sure you had one, bro. All
Bacon,
right.
eggs, and cheese from the Bronx, you heard?
I'm done with this nigga, bro.
It's the I'm from the Bronx
Nigga said
after
bacon,
everything.
egg, and cheese
I'm
up from
being
the
real
Bronx
with you.
is crazy, yo. What's up with your
Go ahead, Bronx nigga in the
bro?
morning and
This
say,
is
we get a bacon, eggs, and
crazy,
cheese.
bro. Everything you say can't end with Bronx, bro.
I'm just
People,
saying.
you're gonna scare the people away,
You see
bro.
what you're talking about Harlem all day. I'm saying back, not saying that.
All right, no, then.
You heard? So I just say, yo.
I mean, she
Bronx,
got
she
the
said
record Harlem.
chopped
It was
cheese. I
just a
said,
little,
yo.
you know?
Bronx niggas order bacon, eggs, and cheese. That's it. You heard?
All right, Dice, we're gonna get into you because you said that you make that Get Money music. What inspires you is the ladies. How you feeling about love right now? 2025, 2024.
I mean, that was cool. But it get nasty, but it's cool though. You know what I mean? Everybody out here cheating, side niggas and all that.
Side niggas.
You know what I mean? But you know, you just gotta get through it, man. It's hard out here. But you gotta get through it though. Don't cry online.
Yo,
cry.
what?
I'm just saying, don't cry online.
Yo,
If you cry online, it's over. They
bro,
gonna put you on all
this
blog
is
sites. and
crazy,
shit, man.
bro.
So you gotta be crazy, healthy out here.
All right, so you don't have no special lady in your life.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so why you popping this shit? Like, so you have a special lady.
Cause I could do that.
Okay,
You
all
feel
right,
me?
all right. So how did do you feel like you're in love?
Yeah. You trying to get me caught up. Yeah, I'm in love.
I'm just asking. If you're not, you can say like, y'all figuring it out. We all young. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in love, you heard?
Huh?
I'm in love.
I'm in love, you heard?
Okay. All right, cool. I would say, Jim, do you feel like you're in love also?
Yeah, I'm in love.
And how did you know like you was in love?
Oh, I don't know. That's just
mean-
something that happens. Is that you know how it goes?
Was it like a moment or a time or because people feel like I guess when you're from the hood, like
I mean,
You in love.
There's always something that happens that be like, damn, I love this.
Yo, you in
Shit,
love.
I'm in You know what I mean?
You know when you in love? Well, everywhere you go, your phone go with you. That means you in love, man.
See, this is why. Oh man,
I'm trying to be serious. and
I'll
you
be
play
for
with
real.
it.
never be serious with this guy right here, bro. This guy
If I'm
is
sitting,
wild,
if I'm sitting
bro.
back and she get up and her phone go with her, I know she love me. She don't want me to see whatever it's that. She love me.
Yo, bro, what? Alright,
If I
yo,
do
bro,
this- if I do the
yo,
same
bro,
thing-
yo, bro, alright.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's the truth, man.
All right, question, Dice. Would you ever go public with a relationship? Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, it's hard because, you got guys that don't like you out here. They might, I mean, that'd be hard. But one day, you never know what happens in 2025. You feel me?
So,
Stay tuned.
okay. You sound like you got a pop out, like, locked in, coming
Never
soon.
know. The album's dropping. I might have a surprise. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, period.
Okay.
Okay. So, Jim, as someone that's been in the spotlight, this is... As someone that's been in the spotlight and, like, your relationship kind of been on Front Street from the reality show to, like, just everything, what advice would you give to someone that's, like, going public with their relationship, kind of open that door to the world?
You gotta get used to criticism. If you ain't got thick skin, that might not be for you. You're dealing with a society that all they do is spew hate. When you put it online, the object is to say the most nastiest, outrageous shit you can say. Like, that seems to be what it is. So, it comes with the territory when you go in public.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay,
I'm doing an interview right now. I'm hit you right back. All right. See? You gonna pick that phone up? That shit could cause a natural disaster.
do you have any regrets for going public in your relationship?
Nah, not at all.
Okay, kind of happy with it turned out. Okay, and then yeah, I guess 2025, you may lock it down, marriage.
You never know what might could happen.
Never know what might happen. Okay, Dice, you see yourself getting married?
Marriage.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't know. I don't know what I see. You never know what happens in 2025.
Now,
You know what I mean?
some people say no. Like Lil Baby did an interview. He kind of said like he'll do the wedding and everything, but he won't want to do the paperwork. So like,
I just believe
depends.
nothing lasts forever. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah.
just gotta live. So
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
you just gotta live.
Okay.
Sometimes you're already married. You just don't know. Just ain't no paper involved.
Married to the money. Okay, let's just say that.
Take,
Married to
I
the
feel
money.
like I take care of you and all that. You take care of me. We married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
The ring costs money. The wedding costs money.
That's what. So that's what Lil Baby saying in the interview. He said he'll do everything, but he just don't want to do the paperwork.
I feel like that's fly.
Hmm?
I feel like that's fly. You know what I mean?
Type shit. All right. So tell the people where to find you. How can they tune in? What's coming 2025?
I mean, the album coming. Fivio album coming.
Movie
We
coming.
out here working. Cabo movie coming. I got a movie that's dropping.
You got a movie that's dropping?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What's it called?
It's called Blanco Way.
2025?
2025. We going
Okay.
up. Big
Jim.
screen.
You know?
Okay, Jim. So definitely albums on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This Harlem record is going to be followed by an album of yours?
Yes, got an album at the church steps. Should be dropping end of January, beginning of February. The movie will be following that. Shouts to IFC. Pow, what's up?